watching Pegasus, community television for Enid.
Let you get cold.
The question for tonight's callers is on freedom of choice. Is it your right
I
to
had
be
enough
wrong?
talk for one day.
Facing first-degree murder charges in the...
Now in verse 31, so the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go into a herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold...
I had enough of them fairy tales, too.
And all.
Yes, collect from Charlie, please. Hi, babe. Were you sleeping? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, about 12:30. Well, I got a late start, see. The conference ran overtime, and then afterwards some of the guys, they wanted to shoot the bull, so I got a late start. Well, I'm not sure. I took a shortcut, and I think the sign said Lucien, a little bird called Lucien.
Excuse me, I've just been handed a bulletin. All people within the immediate listening area of KDED should be on the lookout for Brade Chesser, a convicted murderer escaped from the county jail, fatally wounding a deputy. Blue eyes, 170 pounds. A tattoo of a human skull is on the back of his left hand. Driven by a female accomplice, he is armed and dangerous.
Oh, about 3 hours. I'll be home in about 3 hours. Yes, I will. I love you too, sweetheart. Goodbye. Great.
I've called the authorities. Well, that calls for some wake-up music. Here's What a Day.
Damn.
Say, are you drunk or something? You about killed me back there.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm a little tired, I guess. Are you all right?
Yeah, sure.
Is your car broke or something?
Oh, yeah, it's broke.
Well, maybe I can give you a little help there.
Oh, no, sweetie. There's nothing you can do for it. But you could give me a ride.
Well, certainly.
Thanks. Now you stay right here, and I'll be right back.
Where would you like me to take you?
Wherever you'd like to, sweetie.
Hey, you didn't tell me that.
What? She didn't tell you she had an old man? What'd you expect to get? Let me guess.
What do you want?
For starters, your car. And your clothes. And if you try anything funny, your life. You got it? Now put the car in gear and drive. Get away from him. I said drive! Turn it off.
Brade, it's not gonna hurt.
Turn it off! Come here.
What? Hey!
What are we hiding here?
Bibles? We got us a preacher.
No, I'm a salesman. I sell Bibles.
No difference. I killed me a preacher once.
What did a preacher ever do to you?
This one? Nothing. Just made me feel better. You think I'm crazy, don't you? Yeah, well, that's what the jury thought. Turn down this road up here. Stop the car. You stay put.
Don't hurt me, please.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I just need a change of wardrobe. Now turn around and drop to your knees. Take your shirt off. You won't be needing it anyway. What the fuck?
Did he hurt you?
The gun! Find the gun! Which way did he go?
Brade, let's get out of here.
We're not going anywhere till the bastard's dead. Now where'd he go?
There's a house up there. I saw a light, I think. Brade, he's gonna get help.
Get in the car!
Somebody help me, please.
I'll go to the front. You go around back in case the rabbit runs.
He's probably called the cops already, Brade. Let's leave.
We're not going anywhere. I'm tired of your whining. You do what I say or you know what'll happen. What's the matter with you? Did you see him? Well?
No!
No use hiding, Bible beater. I was going to do you a favor. Just blow your head off. You know, no pain. But no, you had to hurt me. Now I'm going to hurt you. Who are you? What are you doing to him?
What the hell are you doing sneaking up on me like that, old man? I could have had a heart attack.
You'll be here soon.
What?
It's not safe here.
What are you talking about?
Get out! Nobody's going anywhere unless I say so. Where'd Mr. Green Jeans come from?
I don't know. He snuck up on me.
Where's everybody else? There isn't anybody else. Don't lie to me, you old coot. There's a kid's bedroom back there with clothes in a closet and women's clothes in the other. My son's gone. They took him away. My wife, she's dead.
He had it in the fridge.
Shoot him if he tries anything. And don't let anybody else sneak up on you. I've got to drag the Bible beater back in here. He's kind of beat. You got a hooch around here, old man? Hooch! Whiskey! He comes every day. Who? Him. A piggy without a head? Well, if he comes, we'll just invite him to the party. Right, Rev? Right?
Right.
Looks like he could use a lift anyway. Facelift. You wait. You'll see.
Don't let him bother you. He's crazy. I've seen plenty of crazies. In front of the Rev.
It'd been a bad year. Drought and everything. It all failed. Everybody wanted their money. I was going to lose everything. After generations. Then old man Carter called. Wanted me to come over and help slaughter a pig. A real mean bastard, he called him. Well, he wasn't there when I got over, so I just walked around looking at his place. And I saw this pig in the pen all by himself. He was grunting kind of low, you know, like talking to himself, like he's calling me over. And he was a big one, like 400 pounds or more. There was some feed nearby. I wasn't thinking. Pretty soon I was in the pen just feeding him. He's out there eating out of my hand, just nice as you please. Just then Carter got back. He was struck dumb. He said this was the pig he was going to slaughter. The same pig is eating out of my hand. The one almost killed his oldest boy. He said no one could get near him without him going for blood. No one except me. Some told me I had to have it. So I wrote a check out for everything we had in the bank. Oh, when Betsy found out, she almost slaughtered me and that pig together. She always was a spiteful, hateful woman. Never cared about nothing but herself. She never cared about Luke. That day I felt the full force of her on me. Oh. I began to think black, evil thoughts. Things I'd never thought before. I began to talk about them while I was working, fixing this pen, you know. See, Betsy had this $10,000 life insurance policy. And if something happened to her, I could keep the farm. Luke and I could stay here together. I'd never have to put up with that bitch again. He just stood there quiet, like. When I had finished, he walked over to me. He sniffed my hand, and he grunted. I understood. Everything was going to be all right. I remember thinking, this pig couldn't hurt a fly. Next day I came back from town. I found Luke just outside the pig pen. He's all covered with blood. Curled up like a baby, just saying, the pig, the pig, the pig. Betsy was inside the pen. Her throat had been torn open and half her face had been eaten. And there he was, next to her, just wallowing in the mud made by her blood. Sheriff called some people to come and get Luke. He said Luke had tried to save his mom, and the pig took out after him. So they took him away. Sheriff shot the pig. Said killers don't deserve to live, even if they're man or animal. But he's not dead. Feeling my bones. You can't kill something like that. I slaughtered him, but I kept his head so he'd never leave. He didn't. Comes back every day, talks to me, and tells me how the farm will grow and how Luke will come back, and how everything will be all right. He didn't come by today. I got worried. I set out calling. I called way up into the night. I called, and you came.
Brade, I don't like it here. Out in the middle of nowhere with this creepy old man. Let's leave.
Always somebody trying to run my good time. If it's not some Bible thumper, it's a stinking cop. And now we got this old man and his pet head here telling us ghost stories, trying to scare us off like we were kids. But you see, I don't believe in ghosts or goblins or any of that supernatural crap. There's only us, and the only pig around here is you. No! It was you that killed your wife, wasn't it? You slit her throat and dumped her in with that pig. And since pigs will eat just about anything, he sees a little blood, starts munching away. And since he was a mean old bastard anyway, you had the perfect cover, didn't you?
No, he did it. Come on, I've heard it all.
Brade, please, let's leave.
Shut up! We're not going anywhere. We're going to have a masquerade party, and we have a mask special made for Mr. Green Jeans here.
Don't touch him!
Don't be such a party pooper.
Oh, no!
Listen!
Say your prayers, Bible beater.
What the hell's the matter with you? What the hell is that?
It's him. He wants you.
Shut up!
It's gonna come in!
I told you, but you wouldn't. He knows you. He wants you.
Jan, where are you? Where'd you go? Jan! Jan?
Don't you worry. Be over soon and we can talk.
Where is he?
You shouldn't sleep so long, son. There's chores to be done.
Where's Brade?
He's in the barn where he belongs.
Big head, the blood.
It was just a bad dream. Now, come on, lay down. We wouldn't want to get any more bleeding started, would we? Come on, lay down.
Where am I? What happened?
You're at the city hospital. Seems that you fell asleep at the wheel. Went off the road and had a run-in with a tree. Luckily, a state trooper drove by and found you. You had lost quite a bit of blood, though. Your heart had a little irregular beat, and we're just keeping an eye on it. Don't worry about it. I'll bet you're thirsty. I'll get you some cold ice water, okay?
A dream. Just a dream. Pig. The pig. The pig. The pig. The pig, Pa.
It's all right, son. The doc says you can go home soon, Luke. Real soon. We'll all be going soon.
began one late, dark evening. No, I was looking for ideas. I was wanting to do a project for Pegasus. And I wanted to do a horror story, and I was talking to Dennis McDonald, who's a friend of mine, and I was asking him to say, give me some ideas. So he had, one time, he had this idea stuck in his head. He always thought you could use it for something. He had been going through the meat section in the grocery store, and he had been going through the pork section. He was removing packages, and he removed one, and there was this pig face sitting there, and it shocked him. And then he jumped back. He couldn't believe it, this thing looking up at him. And he always thought, well, there was something that could be done with that, because it scared him. And we're big horror fans, so it immediately clicked in his head that something could be done with this. So we started talking about insane farmers wearing masks and using knives, and that was just a general idea, a slasher type thing. And gradually it got developed into what it became, mostly because there were certain things we couldn't do, because you couldn't skin a pig face and use that. We had to, of course, use the whole head, which you know already if you've seen the show. So that's basically where the idea at first blossomed, was back in the spring of '88. I'm the producer and the director. I started out taking all the responsibility on myself of doing everything, getting everybody together, and and then we had troubles during the first month of shooting, and we had to wait the winter out. And then during that lapse of time, between production time, I met Ron for the Enid Psychic Fair. The day we were going to shoot it, I met him, and we did so well working together on the Psychic Fair that next spring, when I was having troubles getting started, Ron just said, well, Tim, I think you need another producer to take some of the responsibility off, so to help me be more creative in it. And I said, you got it, bud. And then we just went, pow, and we finished up the shooting, which was probably the toughest part.
I realized I could help him in that production. He'd help me, and he'd help me way beyond, just normal standards of help. He helped me emotionally, and helped me through some tough times then, and I knew how tough time he was having with this movie, because he had put so much time into it already and worked so hard at it. And I just couldn't stand the thought of thinking that that the movie would not be completed because it had got too big. And I was willing at that point to take whatever time was necessary to help him complete the project. And so that's basically what got us together.
Yes. Auditions were interesting. Of course, everything in this project was, it was first time. Everything we did was first time we'd done it. Of course, I had produced several shows before and produced Videopolis for a year, and award-winning Videopolis, by the way. And, and the auditions were interesting, and we actually held two auditions. One, we got all our actors, and I lost one, a girl, and I had to hold auditions again. In fact, I lost her the day we were going to start shooting. And then I had to hold auditions again, and I got another gal out of that, and I lost her, but from that last audition, I picked up another one who had auditioned there, who was Vicki Beilharz, who did a real good job. And Darrell, I knew Darrell was perfect the minute he did it, because I was auditioning with him. I was up there reading lines, and he was supposed to have a gun against my head. And he had this line, and he just did this little twist with the gun that put goosebumps on me, and I went, this guy's perfect. He just added that little thing, and I went, oh, this guy's perfect, because he scared me, and that was good enough, and that's what he's supposed to do. And Darrell has worked with the Gaslight a lot, and he won an award for Best Supporting Actor in The Foreigner, which was a Gaslight production. And he plays the bad guy. He plays Brade. There's J.R. Pratt, who plays the Bible salesman, who's a real character, and he really went all out for it. They were just and Ross Purcell, of course, who plays the insane farmer, and every one of them were so great because they had so much energy to put into this. And when you watch it, you know, look at it and think, well, we had no rehearsals. All we would do, everybody knew their script. I believe Darrell only looked at the script a couple of times after he read it. He'd look at it before he'd shoot the scene, and we'd do a couple run-throughs and then we'd shoot it. Now you can watch it, and it's a bit uneven in the acting, but it's still real good. Everything, I'm really surprised how well it came out. And everybody would just, in fact, cast and crew, everybody was just so enthusiastic about it. I didn't have any problems with anybody. First time, well, I was going to shoot this, was meant to be Halloween of '88, and I started shooting 2 months before. I thought, oh, I can handle this, but I quickly found out I couldn't, and that I knew it wasn't going to make it. But we had, you know, we started shooting in the fall, so we had thunderstorms. We'd go out, one night we went out to Lucine, 30-minute drive out there, and we got out there, everybody was set up, and we shot one shot, and the storm came, boom, we had to leave. So, but we still tried. Nothing really made us feel like, well, we can't do it. We just said, oh, well, we got to go back and try again and try again. And then the next year, when I was, I don't know, I just couldn't get motivated for it. And Ron came along and he said, well, we just got to do it. We got to shoot it in within a week, 2 weeks. We just got to jump it. And Ron got everybody, told everybody this is what we're going to do, and he took that burden off me, and we did. We shot the rest in about a week and a half.
Yeah.
There were some things we had to shoot over, and because of certain technical problems. But basically, the last part went much better than the first part. And we still had storms. We battled giant insects because the lights would attract just gobs of things.
Yeah, we had horses attacking the cameras and everything else.
Yeah,
on our first shoot. We get the horses off the lot completely. They wanted to be in the movie. We get out there about 7 on location. In the evening, that was after everybody got off work, and then we'd work sometimes till 2 or 3 in the morning. And my whole idea of the situation was to end the movie was because everybody gets pretty trashed out in the movie anyway. And my idea was to keep pushing everybody almost past their limits to where they look trashed out at the end, which they are. Everyone is emotionally at the end of the movie, they're already, I mean, they're in bad shape because everybody's been up too late, too long, and you know, everybody got to be human out there. I think everyone threw a fit one time or another, you know, a little something, you know, because we had to practically learn to live with each other out there. And Angie, of course, supplied us with muffins, and Tim's wife.
Yeah, which was, I thought, one of the most important things in production was to feed everybody.
That's right.
And that's what kept everybody working
That's right.
6, 7, 8 hours.
It'd get to a head and things would get real tight, and you could just see the tension. Here come Angie, it's time for muffins. And everybody'd sit down and drink coffee and loosen up. And
Great blood.
Here we go. You ready? We can only do this once. Hardest moment
Go ahead.
was when she gets shot, her character gets shot, and we had to set up a special effect. And when she's dead, and it's the moment right after she gets shot, and we have to set up this tubing, and it takes a while to set up, you know. And we have to see her bleed. We have to see the blood spreading across her. So, and she has to act dead. Well, we got it all set up, and of course this stuff, a lot of the special effects we had to do the first time because it would just take too much time to reset up. We had to do it first time. So we got her set up, set action, and Jerry Terrell, special effects guy, starts squeezing the blood, and the blood starts spraying out. Well, it didn't stick too well to her clothes. She had like a space, and she works out. She's got this flat stomach, and it starts rolling downhill down into her pants and into the nether regions, and she had to act dead. And I could tell it was just driving her crazy because every once in a while I'd see her belly kind of go like this, and the minute I said cut, it was like ah, because it was all over her at that point. That was probably her worst moment.
Yeah.
That she really had to suffer through.
I just loved Lee. What I loved about Lee was every time that he'd say, "What is ready on the set?"
Yeah,
I don't know.
whatever.
And it'd say tape rolling. That's
Roll tape.
roll tape, and she'd go, tape rolling. And it was just like and she started doing that over and over again, and everyone just got to knowing that we was going to hear that tape rolling. And it was just a wonderful thing, like somebody was out there singing while they were working. It was great.
And John is full of things. And he's told us he's going to run for Senate someday, and when we was laying down credits, he was concerned about that, and he came by and he wanted to change his name to another name, and we had different names like J.P. Rat, and, but it came down to J.R. Rat. J.R. Pratt, I'm sorry, J.R. Pratt.
Pratt, yeah.
Because he's
He thought
afraid
that
somewhere in his future it will haunt him. And
Yes.
I hope it does.
Yeah.
Darrell started tapping into stuff that he had felt before. Like when he was wanting to get angry or whatever, he would, I remember one moment it was kind of funny where he'd start thinking about his ex-wife or something like that, and he'd just get real enraged. And but there were some places you just cannot tap into, like particularly the possession scene where he is possessed by the entity, the pig entity. And there, where do you go with that? Where do you pick up from that? And it was kind of tough. We had to shoot it several times, and we had to shoot it several times because of technical reasons and just to get it down. But Darrell was real good because even before we said action, he would be pumping himself up.
Yeah.
He'd be over there pumping himself up for it. And when he got into it, you could see him, his face is all tight, and he's pumped the blood up into his face, and he's grunting like a pig, and he did a wonderful job. And when you see it, it's just amazing what he did. But Ross is another Gaslight alumni, and he did an excellent job in his insanity.
That's right.
Subtle insanity. It wasn't complete. Well, it was complete, but it was subtle. It's a horror film, and people see horror films for a variety of reasons. And much of it is because they tap into the dark sides of ourselves, which everybody has, and these horror films kind of let them out in a safe environment, in a movie theater or in front of a TV or whatever. Some artists and filmmakers, whatever, when they're interviewed, critics or whatever, talk to them and say, well, I saw this or that in your film. They say, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't mean to put that in there. But to me, when somebody's creating art, things will happen and you don't know it. I guess it's from the subconscious or whatever that gets put in there, and you don't know sometimes what you're putting in. And of course, this is going to be on after the show, so everybody knows who's seen it. That in the end, there's the blood dripping into this blood bucket. And there's a transition scene directly between that, where there's this moment of horror, to a wake-up scene where Charlie wakes up, and it's like he's waking from a dream. Okay, and that's our purpose. Well, we make people think, oh, it's a dream. We'll fool them for a little bit, just for a little bit, and then scare them again. Just drag it out a little further. And we're sitting there editing, and from that scene in the barn with the blood dripping to the hospital scene where he wakes up, in the hospital, there's this heart monitor beating, beep, 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 very quickly, as quick as that blood is dripping. I went, sometimes when you have a dream and you hear a noise in the background, it becomes part of your dream. And that just reinforced the idea that it was a dream, that maybe he was hearing that heart monitor, and turning into a drip into his dream. And that, to me, that just seemed like, well, maybe it'll help fool the audience. It just happened. I went, oh my gosh, isn't that's fantastic. It just happened. But to me, the basic meaning, I sound pretentious or anything, but was that I was making a comparison between animal behavior and criminal behavior as being, sort of piggish, so totally self-motivated that it becomes totally destructive to everyone around, and including the person themselves. And in the end, what have you said? What was it about sins?
Oh, you don't get punished for your sins. You get punished by your sins.
By your sins. And that's basically what it is. It's not a battle of good against evil. It's evil meeting evil, and evil meeting itself and destroying itself in the process. But never destroying evil, because evil will last forever. But that particular moment evil meets evil, and one part of the evil gets destroyed.
But we have decided that after this movie, when all this is done, that we're going to take a little break.
And we're gonna have a little fun.
Yeah, because
that's our purpose.
That's the whole thing. We can't have fun, we don't want to do it.
You're watching Pegasus, community television for Enid.